Welcome to the Warmup. I'm your host, Ted Madden. Another high school football season begins next week. Every team in the greater Houston area is undefeated, with dreams of a state title dancing in their heads. However, there are definitely some favorites to reach AT&T Stadium in late December. Let's preview some of the 6A teams who have the best chance to make a deep playoff run in the lineup presented by Sochil Chips and Salsa. At North Shore, let's go ahead and call it a dynasty. 3 titles in the last 4 years have certainly made the Mustangs the team to beat in Division I. Last year they won a championship with a freshman at quarterback, so that definitely bodes well for the future. Caleb Bailey is the prototypical dual threat, strong arm, quick feet, and the confidence of having a championship ring on his finger after just 1 season as the signal caller. The defense is led by cornerbacks Javen Anderson and Jacoby Davis, as John Kay's bunch looks to repeat. The other 3 teams from 21 6A who made the postseason all went at least 3 rounds deep, so expect that district to be just as tough in 2022. Atascocita will be the Mustangs' biggest competition, as they have junior quarterback Zion Brown, ready for his first full season behind center. Spring Westfield, Ridge Point, and the Woodlands should also make some noise in Division I. If Katy winds up in Division II, they will be the odds-on favorite to make it out of Region 3. 2,000-yard rusher Seth Davis returns, along with quarterback Caleb Koger, as the Tigers will use a dominant running game and timely play-action passing to advance. Look for Shadow Creek to be a contender as well. The coach's son, Duke Butler, brings experience to the quarterback position.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
In the private school ranks, the Kincaid School won the SPC state title last year behind the talented Bell brothers. Dylan has graduated and moved on to the University of Georgia, which leaves Micah Bell as the definite leader for the Falcons. We find out more about Micah as we hit the recruiting trail.
Basically. Good grades, good academics, good football, good campus culture, campus life, good teammates, good football culture, basically. I would say like how I'm used at Kincaid minus the offensive part. So like all the defense, all the special teams, like that's how I want to be used. My coverage, my speed, and my tackling, my knowledge of the game. I work out a lot. I watch TV, do a little bit of research on the side. Really I'm gonna start looking in the stock market and stuff too pretty soon. Try to find a new hobby for the summer. I'm excited about the schedule this year. I think it's a tough schedule, but I think we'll be able to push through it. And I'm just ready to play with my teammates. I've always had fun playing with them. We got a good group, a lot of depth in this team. I think we'll go really far. SBC champions again. Back. I just love how mental the game is and how it's mental before physical. So you have to think. So it lets you think, and it helps you work with a group of people. It teaches you group working skills as well. It just teaches you every aspect of life, and you're having fun at the same time. So you can't beat that.
We spoke about the Contenders in 6A earlier in the lineup, but the Houston area has some challengers for the crown in 5A as well. Let's hear about them in the hype. In 5A Division I, there is a new Houston contender. The Crosby Cougars move up from Division II to Division I as they hope to find similar success in their new division. Crosby was in the state final 2 years ago and was a state semifinalist last year. They returned dual threat Kyron Miles, who threw for almost 2,500 yards last year. Head coach Jerry Prito has turned the Cougars into a perennial powerhouse, and with 7 returning on offense, they will be a tough team to deal with in 2022. Manville will also be a problem in Division 1, but that shouldn't be a surprise for anyone. Kevin Hall has his Mavericks ready to roll year in and year out, and this season, he brings back experience behind center with Caden Smith. Manville may not be as dominant as Maverick teams from the past, but still have enough to make noise in the postseason. As for Division 2, Fort Bend Marshall will once again be the team to beat in Houston. And this year they actually have a chip on their shoulder. In 2021, the Buffs went undefeated, only to get upset at home in the first round of the playoffs to Barbers Hill. Athlete Jacoby Banks is back to lead the offense as Marshall hopes to get that bad taste out of their mouth this postseason. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us, and be sure to tune in next week as we will get you warmed up for the first week of Texas high school football.